6 Best Tips to Lower Blood Sugar This Christmas, approved by doctors. Did you know that more than half of people have difficulty controlling their glucose during the holiday season? Choices that seem harmless can make your glucose spike faster than the blinking lights on the tree. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, you'll discover how to avoid common mistakes, make smart substitutions, and create habits that transform not only your supper, but also your health. And, in the end, everything will make sense for those looking to enjoy the holidays without harming their health. Tell me, what is the biggest challenge for you at Christmas? Let's go together. Tip number 1. Adapt your supper for a healthier Christmas. Christmas is a time of celebration, but it can also be a challenge for those who need to control their blood sugar. Traditional dinners, with dishes full of refined carbohydrates and sugars, are a real minefield for your health. However, that doesn't mean you need to give up flavor or joy at the table. With some smart adaptations, it is possible to create a festive environment that respects your needs and still delights the whole family. Small changes can make all the difference, and your dinner can become an example of balance between pleasure and health. Start by prioritizing fresh, whole foods. Replacing highly processed dishes with homemade options is a simple and powerful strategy. For example, instead of industrialized sauces, which tend to be high in sugar and sodium, try preparing a sauce based on natural yogurt or olive oil with herbs. In addition to being delicious, these alternatives help keep blood sugar levels more stable. Even dishes like the traditional Christmas turkey can be adapted with natural seasonings, highlighting the flavors without the need for harmful additives. Another important aspect is to think about how the food is presented. Setting up a varied table, with colorful salad options, fresh fruits and lean proteins, can be as visually appealing as typical treats. This not only encourages healthier choices, but also shows that taking care of your health can be integrated into the pleasure of celebrating. A practical example is creating a spinach salad with walnuts and pomegranate, which brings a festive touch and benefits for glycemic control. And most importantly, remember that supper is not just about food. It is a time of connection, unity, and joy. By adapting your supper, you are not just taking care of your blood sugar, is creating an environment where health is celebrated as part of the party. And do you know what comes next? The next step is to identify which seemingly harmless foods can sabotage all this effort. Shall we go together? Tip number 2. Avoid foods that raise glucose. Some foods may seem harmless, but they are real traps for your blood sugar, especially during the holidays. Refined pastas, sugary drinks, and even some fruits, like grapes or mango, can raise your blood sugar levels quickly, causing unwanted spikes. However, this doesn't mean you need to cut everything out altogether. Small changes and conscious choices can transform your dinner into a healthier and more balanced experience. White pasta and bread, for example, are composed of simple carbohydrates that the body quickly converts into glucose. An alternative is to combine smaller portions with fiber-rich options, such as vegetables or lean proteins, to reduce the glycemic impact. Another idea is to replace these foods with whole grains or cauliflower rice, which maintains texture without compromising glycemic control. The same goes for drinks. Soft drinks and industrialized juices can be replaced with sparkling water and lemon slices or homemade tea, but, if you prefer, opt for small portions of 100% natural juices, balanced with a fiber-rich meal. When it comes to dried fruit, the secret is in the serving size. Because they are dehydrated, they naturally contain more sugar, but can be consumed in moderation. A small serving of dried apricots or nuts combined with a protein source, such as a piece of cheese or nuts, helps minimize glycemic spikes. If you prefer fresh fruit, opt for options like strawberries or kiwi fruit, which bring natural sweetness and nutritional benefits. The idea is to balance, not deprive. Finally, avoid ultra-processed foods rich in sodium, such as cold cuts and sausages, which can impact not only your blood sugar, but also your blood pressure. Choosing fresh and natural foods is always the best way to ensure a lighter and healthier night. In the next topic, we will talk about how these small substitutions can be transformed into true flavor allies, bringing more pleasure and health to your dinner. Don't miss it! Tip number 3. Make smart substitutions. When we think of the holidays, it's easy to associate them with carb-heavy dishes and sugary desserts. For many people, especially those who need to control their blood sugar, knowing what to eat can be a challenge, and desserts are often the hardest part. How to enjoy Christmas without overdoing it with sugar? Or worse, without feeling excluded because you can't eat the same as everyone else? The good news is that with a few substitutions, you can create delicious, health-friendly dishes. One of the ways to balance the main dishes is to adjust the traditional rice, if you prefer to keep it for dinner. Adding nuts such as walnuts or almonds can help enrich the dish with fiber and healthy fats, reducing the glycemic impact. Furthermore, portion control is essential. A moderate amount, accompanied by vegetables or proteins, can make all the difference in glucose control. This shows that, with some adjustments, it is possible to maintain traditional dishes without compromising health. For desserts, sweetening with dates is an excellent alternative to refined sugar. They offer a natural sweet touch, as well as nutrients such as fiber and antioxidants. But we know that creating these recipes is not always simple, especially when there is a lack of practical ideas. Here on the channel, we have already shown several delicious, sugar-free desserts, such as cakes, pies, and even chocolates that help with glycemic control. And, for those who want to explore even further, we have special material with low-carb and sugar-free recipes, designed for everyday life and to make your dinner unforgettable. The link is in the pinned comment. And remember, the secret is to create dishes that combine flavor and health. Small changes can transform what seemed simple into something special, respecting your needs without losing the pleasure of eating well. In the next topic, we will talk about how to combine foods strategically to avoid glycemic spikes and enjoy dinner with more balance. Shall we go together? Tip number 4. Combine foods for greater glycemic control. One of the most powerful strategies for controlling blood sugar during dinner is learning to combine foods intelligently. Isolated choices can have an impact, but when you harmonize different food groups on your plate, the benefits are even greater. This helps prevent blood sugar spikes and prolongs the feeling of satiety, allowing you to enjoy the night with more balance and tranquility. A good practice is to always combine carbohydrates with proteins or healthy fats. For example, if you like baked potatoes, serve them alongside a lean protein like turkey or fish. This reduces the speed at which carbohydrates are absorbed, keeping your blood sugar stable for longer. Another tip is to include non-starchy vegetables, such as spinach, kale, or broccoli, which are rich in fiber and help balance the glycemic impact of other foods. If you're thinking about starters or side dishes, opt for walnuts or chestnuts. They not only add crunch and flavor, but also provide good fats that help with glycemic control. A practical combination is to prepare a salad with green leaves, avocado slices, and a handful of nuts. Elegant, healthy, and perfect for supper. And if these tips are already helping you plan a healthier Christmas, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who could also benefit from this information. These small actions help our channel grow and allow more people to have access to content like this. Now, in the next topic, we will explore how spices and natural foods can be great allies in your supper. You will be surprised. Tip number 5. Bet on spices and natural foods. Spices and natural foods are powerful allies for those looking to keep their blood sugar under control during the holidays. In addition to providing an irresistible flavor and aroma, many of them have properties that help stabilize blood sugar. Incorporating these ingredients into your dinner not only elevates the dishes, but also brings real health benefits. Cinnamon is a perfect example. Studies show that it can help improve insulin sensitivity, making it a great choice to include in desserts or even in coffee after dinner. Try sprinkling cinnamon on baked apples or even caramelized carrots in the oven, an irresistible and functional combination. Another valuable spice is rosemary, which goes well with meats such as turkey or lamb, bringing a sophisticated Christmas aroma. Among natural foods, grilled asparagus and roasted pumpkin with walnuts are perfect choices to enrich the dish. In addition to being rich in fiber, they help reduce the glycemic impact of meals while impressing with their flavor and presentation. Another idea is to prepare roasted carrots with a touch of honey and spices like smoked paprika or cinnamon, creating a sweet and nutritious side dish. These small adjustments not only transform your supper, but also bring lasting benefits to your everyday life. And speaking of smart adjustments, In the next topic you'll learn how to plan your portions and monitor your glucose to enjoy Christmas without worries. Shall we continue? Tip number 6. Plan your portions and monitor your glucose. Planning your portions and monitoring your glucose are two essential habits to enjoy Christmas dinner with balance and health. Excess often comes from a lack of attention to detail. Serving too generously or snacking repeatedly during the party may seem harmless, but the impact on blood sugar can be greater than we imagine. With a few simple changes, you can savor every moment without compromising your health. Use the plate as a visual guide. Fill half your plate with fiber-rich vegetables like broccoli, asparagus, or a salad with leafy greens and tomatoes. For the rest, choose a lean protein, like turkey or roasted fish, and top it off with a moderate serving of carbohydrates, like sweet potatoes or rice with nuts. This division helps to maintain balance without complications. Eat slowly and enjoy your dinner. Don't be in a rush to finish your meal. Place your cutlery on the table between bites and enjoy every flavor. This break not only improves digestion, but also helps you avoid overeating and turns dinner into a moment of connection with those you love. Monitor your glucose wisely. Measuring levels 2 hours after a meal may seem like a small detail, but it's a powerful tool. This allows you to understand how your body reacts to what you eat and adjust your choices more consciously in the future. This habit is the key to balancing health and pleasure, both at Christmas and in everyday life. And speaking of pleasure, I know that sweets are a temptation for many, especially during the holidays. If you like sweets like me, you know how frustrating it can be to avoid these delicacies for fear of uncontrolled blood sugar levels. That's why we created something special. An ebook filled with sugar-free, low-carb, and easy-to-make dessert recipes. With it, you can indulge guilt-free and still keep your health in control. The link is in the pinned comment, waiting for you. Today we explore practical ways to make Christmas healthier and more balanced. Transforming supper with intelligent substitutions, controlling portions, and even finding solutions for sweets are steps that make all the difference to your health. But the journey doesn't have to stop there. Here on the channel, we have playlists full of ideas that can complement these tips and help you control your blood sugar all year round. Click on the suggested option that will appear on the screen. Be sure to check it out after you finish this video. And if you know someone who also loves sweets and wants to take care of their health, share this content with them. Oh, and don't forget, liking the video and subscribing to the channel helps us bring you even more content that makes a difference in your life. Remember, taking care of yourself is the greatest gift you can give yourself. What did you do for your health today? Comment below.